Hey, we're the Pizza Knights.
And we're going to be introducing a new segment to you called First Impressions.
And so we have a game here that we haven't opened yet. X-Men Mutant Revolution by WizKids. I've heard some good stuff about it, though I haven't really watched any reviews.
It's based off the game Spartacus, if any of you have played that one.
That's
Is
whatever.
it really?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it was a good game. The Spartacus board game was like one of the
It's
first
really
licensed
popular.
ones that were like, oh, this is a good game.
You keep telling me that, and I'm like, okay.
It's
It's like this is based off Spartacus.
So we're gonna open it up,
Show you some components.
and take a look, and and play a game and tell you what we think.
That is the insert. It's beautiful. Everything's already put where it needs to be. There's bags for everything. Everything is already in its place. It's already pre-bagged. I love that. I appreciate that so much. Oh, look at the board. Boom.
Go grab Cyclops.
Give me Gambit.
Oh,
I'll trade you for hope.
I need hope.
I hope you can pick up all those cards.
Justin.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go over what our first thoughts of just the components of the game are. To me, the board is very just straightforward, simple type deal for the game.
Amazing.
Nothing amazing, nothing great. It's hexagons. With the player board though, even as cardboard, it's got a nice thickness to it, so that's always nice. It's not like it's just gonna bend as a player board and stuff. But the pieces that are actually very phenomenal are the actual figures in it. They are really, really cool looking actually.
Completely unnecessary, but awesome.
Yeah,
I don't
like
think they're unnecessary.
You're unnecessary.
they are the best part of the components. Everything else is cardboard.
Yeah,
cards.
These like sub-character.
You know what I could
These
see?
like sub-character pieces of shit. Totally. God,
You know what I can
so
see
bad.
happening though is you go out of your way. What did you draw? You could go out of your way
Shut up.
because since HeroClix has been out for like 5-6 years, there's probably a HeroClix figure for each of these characters.
Probably.
Yeah, but I mean that's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
Well,
that would be-
it depends.
And that means like you have to love the game.
That'd be like super pimped out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just
I
later
mean,
on.
if you
that
love
pimp
this
it out.
game, and this game what just came out?
Yes.
Yeah,
Who has like a great opinion of this game right now?
I don't know.
Like one person?
I don't know. I didn't watch reviews yet because we bought it.
we just got it, and really, it's first impressions. We wanted to come into this kind of not knowing anything to give you our honest opinion about what we truly think of the first time through this game is.
All right. Where were we?
So talking about the components of the game, I still think the best part of this game would be the figures.
Yes, I agree.
Wolverine's eyes are a bit dirty. Yeah.
Probably because
Alright.
otherwise you get figures that are really cool and cardboard.
Cardboard.
It'd be a lot more expensive if they were nicer painted. But like I said, it would be a lot more.
Well, I mean, this
It's still very well painted.
fairly detailed.
Well, it's like HeroClix painting.
I'm just saying it's a box. The insert, phenomenal, well done, but
where the fuck do these go?
it's cardboard. Everything is cardboard.
A lot of cardboard. We're gonna play a game and see what we think.
All right, so we're gonna read a bit through more of the rules and then try this out.
We'll be back, yo.
We'll be back in a second. No, it's mine.
Yeah.
So we just finished our first
Round.
round,
God,
and we fought Captain America,
And died.
and we got wrecked. TJ actually lost his character.
Psylocke just exploded into a pink.
I was out first round.
Well, you sent in Wimpy Mickey's terrible mutant.
The dice worked like Risk. If you
Just sent in Rogue. I paid 7 for her for sake.
I should have sent in Armor.
I sent in Beast and I still got jacked.
No, I should have sent in Cyclops because he can attack at range.
So, our first impressions of the game. All right, Justin.
I mean, it's so there's strategy to it, but most of it's luck of dice rolling.
Well, I think it's that, but the most of the game is before the missions.
Yeah,
we
a lot
just
of
didn't
it's-
get to it.
Yeah, seems like it's picking your characters wisely,
Right.
forming a proper team around said characters, and then being able to know when to use your abilities no matter what. I think we were thrown against a really hard mission our first time playing the f***ing game. But
Yep. The next one's Hulk. So there's a lot of cool missions to this, and we just played it just a quick round just to kind of get the feel of the game. I think the bidding is phenomenal on it, to be honest, because you have a chance to get whatever you want, but you have to risk your coins to get it. And if you do bet up to 10,
coins.
you do get an extra plot card as a reward for betting that and winning. So not only do you get a character, you get an extra plot card. Yeah, we really didn't though. But it's got a lot to it.
Yeah, normally for these first impression games, if the game is quick enough, we'll play a game. If it's a long game, we'll probably play a round.
This game takes 2 or 3 hours to actually play.
Big game, but I can already sense that it's going to be really tense, and the bidding's going to be really close once the game as the game goes on.
Right.
Because maybe there's a character that flips up and you're like, oh,
I had the
that.
most money and I didn't win bid.
I spent all of my money and I won Rogue and did nothing with her.
You sent terrible things. Yeah,
So yeah, I think this is actually really interesting and great concept for a game.
Now, none of us have played Spartacus, which apparently is what this game is based on. So I don't have that basis to go off of to compare it to Spartacus, but if Spartacus is anything like it, this is really cool.
I can see why it's such a popular game. It's Risk 2.0.
It feels very Risk-ish in the die rolling,
Yeah.
but the rest of the game around it doesn't feel like Risk at all.
That's what I'm saying, 2.0. Revamped.
Risk, not anything like Risk. But like, I can see it getting really intense once you get some plot points and can start playing these big event cards, because then you start just screwing people over. I can see alliances being made where it's like, yo, don't put that plot card on me. I want to help you. And then there's a mechanic where you can share the plot card's cost of an event card, or share the plot point cost of an event card, which can make for some really wild swings in alliances, which I think is really neat too.
It adds that effect of you can mess up the person in the lead very easily with everybody at the bottom.
Oh yeah, it's interesting.
He's not a
Can you see an expansion of this game?
Oh, there's definitely going to be an
Oh, yeah,
expansion.
there's going to be probably like
adding
X-Force.
characters. Yeah.
Like
Adding schools.
adding a school, adding characters. Like there's
Yeah.
a ton in here, but I can see this.
Adding new
this
missions,
huge.
adding new plots. There's tons and tons of easy ways to make expansions for this game.
Yeah, and I can see them being cool. But first impressions for me, first bite of this game was pretty good. I thought it was neat. I want to play a full game. It's really late at night. We're tired.
It's a first impression. It's just to get a taste of the game and see
Right, and
first thoughts.
so I give it first impressions. I'm excited. I want to play it more.
First impressions, great game so far. I'm really excited to play a full game and beat these scrubs.
Hey.
Justin?
I promise next time I'll use a better character.
So
This game is really good. I mean, it's gonna have a lot of fun characteristics to it with betting and the actual like Brock. After a certain point, just kept running away.
So it's really neat because it's a combination of a diplomacy game in part of it, an economic game in part of it, and a tactical combat game in part of it, all in one box, which is kind of nuts. But it doesn't have, as far as I can tell yet, it doesn't have any like crazy tonal shifts. There's no real bumps in the road. It all just kind of flows together.
let's go right through it, yeah.
As far as I can tell, at least.
All the phases are very straightforward to the point. There's no true confusion with it. The only time I think it would get confusing is I couldn't even tell you.
I can't tell. Like confusing, maybe plot stuff happening, but even then, it doesn't seem like it would get terribly complicated.
Yeah, just when you start messing with people is when the game's gonna start.
And that's only gonna get complicated because the players are gonna start going after each other.
Yeah,
the
and
alliances are gonna get complicated, not the game itself.
Yeah. Just keeping track who's your alliance, if they're gonna backstab you, when, or what you have to do to keep yourself in a line. Because while you're out in that field, you can start attacking each other at any point. And Scott Summers is dead.
You, Scott Summers.
Yeah. All right.
All right, we are the Pizza Knights, and we'll see you next time.